Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, huwag natin kalimutan na magpasalamat sa Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sa pang-araw-araw na biyaya na kanyang binibigay sa atin. So our topic for today is Islamic influence on the Italian Renaissance. So first, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Norsid K, Sampigat, the 5th presenter of Group 7. Okay, technology. So what is technology? No? When we say technology, a number of technologies in the Islamic world were adopted in European medieval technology. This included various crafts, various astronomical instruments, including the Greek astrolabe, which Arab astronomers developed and refined into such instruments as the quadrant Vetus. So, what is quadrant Vetus? So, okay, when we say quadrant Vetus, it is a universal horary quadrant which could be used for any latitude. Okay. Subway, a universal astrolabe invented by Abu Ishaq Ibrahim al-Zarqali. Okay, the astronomical sextant, various surgical instruments, including refinements on older forms and completely new invention and advanced gearing in water clocks and automata. Okay, these are the astronomical sextant and surgical instrument. Okay, distillation. When we say distillation, it is a distillation was known to the Greeks and Romans, but was discovered in medieval Europe throughout the Arabs. Okay, the word alcohol to describe the liquid produced by distillation comes from Arab alcohol. Okay. The word alembic, Greek word ambix, comes from Arabic al-anbik or al-anbik. Okay. Water clocks and automata. When we say water clocks and automata, Islamic examples of complex water clocks and automata are believed to have strongly influenced the European craftsmen who produced the first mechanical clocks in the 13th century. Okay. The importation of both the ancient and new technology from the Middle East and the Orient to Renaissance Europe presented, okay, one of the largest technology transfers in world history. Okay, Andrew Watson. In an influential 1974 paper, historian Andrew Watson suggested that there had been an Arab agricultural revolution between 700 and 1100, which had diffused a large number of crops and technologies from Spain into medieval Europe, where farming was mostly restricted to wheat strains obtained much earlier via Central Asia. Watson listed 18 crops, including sorghum from Africa, citrus fruits from China, and numerous crops from India such as mango, rice, cotton, and sugar cane, which are distributed throughout Islamic lands that, according to Watson, had previously not grown them. Okay, Michael Decker challenged significant parts of Watson's thesis, okay, including whether all these crops were introduced to Europe during this period. Decker used literary and archaeological evidence to suggest that 4 of the listed crops, i.e. durum with Asiatic rice, sorghum, and cotton, were common centuries before the Islamic period, that the crops which were new were not as important as Watson had suggested, and generally arguing that Islamic agricultural practices in areas such as irrigation, okay, were more of an evolution from those of the ancient world that the revolution suggested by Watson. So these are the durum wheat, Asiatic rice, sorghum, and cotton. Okay, the production and inventions from Islamic world to medieval Europe. Okay, the production of sugar from sugar cane, water clocks, pulp and paper, silk, and various advances in making perfume were transferred from the Islamic world to medieval Europe. Okay, falling mills and advance in mill technology may have also been transmitted from the Islamic world to medieval Europe, along with the large-scale use of inventions like the suction pump, noria, and chain pumps for irrigation purposes. Okay. According to Watson, the Islamic contribution was less in the invention of new devices than in the application on a much wider scale of devices which in pre-Islamic times had been used only over limited areas, and to limited extent these innovations made it possible for some industrial operations that were previously served by manual labor or drove animals to be driven by machinery in medieval Europe. Okay, the spinning wheel. Okay, when we say spinning wheel was invented the Islamic world by 1030. Okay, it later spread to China 1990, and then spread from the Islamic world to Europe and India by the 13th century. Okay, the spinning wheel was fundamental to the cotton textile industry prior to the industrial revolution. It was a precursor to the spinning jenny, which was widely used during the industrial revolution. The spinning jenny was essentially an adaptation of the spinning wheel. So these are the spinning wheel and spinning jenny. Okay. Thank you for your listening. Shukran wa billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.